What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we have some early spoilers of the new Forest Ranger hero, Flora. So, yes, this is Wednesday, this is not Thursday, and yes, you are seeing this video. So, let's go over her skills. She does seem like she has a really interesting, pretty powerful toolkit. Yeah, let's jump into it. First, let's watch the video real quick that they put out so you can kind of look at the skills. Then we'll go over her skills so you can kind of understand what you just watched. Alright, so it does look like one of those heroes that might be stronger in multiples. We'll have to see. Very reminiscent of our Forest Mage Oberon from a year and a half back. But yeah, let's go over these abilities right here. So Flora's Pixie, her active skill. Flora guides her Pixie to attack a random enemy, dealing 400% attack damage. Pretty good, pretty decent, with a 30% chance to twine the target for 2 rounds. That's a pretty good chance, especially if you maybe consider using, I don't know, maybe like a Rui Scepter on her. It's always a candidate. After that, the Pixie will bounce among random enemies 5 times. So essentially, if you're in PvP and you go, it's gonna hit every single target, all 6 people, each time increasing the damage dealt by it by 100% attack. So by the last one, you're hitting them for 900% attack, which is a ton, and increasing the chance of twine by 5%. The Pixie will not attack the same target twice. So if you're up in PvP and she uses her active against a full 6-player team, that means by the time you hit the 6th target, you'll be adding 5. You'll be having a 55% chance to twine that last target while also doing 900% attack damage to it. So that's kind of crazy. This is a hero that wants a ton of targets up. Yeah, it could be interesting. How does that work in Sealand? It probably helps in Sealand too. The more CC you can get in Sealand, the better. So she might be a nice support hero in Sealand for Forest if you need a little help. That twining sounds very powerful. Very powerful. So that could be good. As far as Aspen Dungeon goes, how does that active work? I would say that works pretty good against most quad waves. DC chance, yeah, it has potential, definitely. The first passive here is Blessing of Nature. So she will get 25% attack, 40% HP, 30% crit chance, and 60 speed. So once again, that 30% crit is going to be huge for things like Aspen Dungeon. That means by default, do Rangers get crit chance? I don't think they do. I don't think they do in Guild Tech. So she'll be at 70% crit chance. Maybe this is a hero you use Punisher on. You never know. We'll have to see, but those are really great. The speed means she might be, again, a contender for one of the fastest heroes in the game, which seems like every hero lately comes really close to being like in the top 5 or 6 speed heroes. So we'll have to see. Her next basic, her passive is Toxic Vines. So the basic attack will target 2 random enemies, dealing 160% attack damage and poisoning the target for 15% of that target's max HP for 2 rounds. Of course, it does cap at 1500% of her attack, but then at the same time, it will continuously heal her by 15% of her max HP for 2 rounds. So that's interesting. It's definitely not a big damage attack as far as the attack portion, because 160% attack is very low for situations like this. The big thing is that 15% targets max HP for 2 rounds. And you're hitting 2 targets for that. Plus, you're healing yourself every round. Which again, 15% isn't huge, but if you use 2 basics in a row, that means after you use that second basic for like 1 more turn, you'll be getting 30% of your max HP, which it's sustained, which kind of leads me to believe she has potential in things like Aspen Dungeon to help to get you to Death 100. We'll have to see. It's always fun seeing the new heroes in Aspen Dungeon for sure. And then the last one, Natural Selection. This passive, when attacked by an active or basic attack, so not passives, Flora reduces the attacker's all damage dealt by 10%, and that can stack up to 30%, while increasing herself 15% attack for 4 rounds. So, as you saw in the video, she got hit a ton, and she had an absolute ridiculous number of 15% attack bonuses. I mean, that could be good if you can build her tanky. Maybe that's something to do. Something I was considering. She could be very powerful in tower as well. If for some reason you didn't get ticks to help you get to Tower of Oblivion 650, Flora could be a really good candidate for that. She really could. I'm just trying to take in her whole toolkit right now. So PvP, number 1, I think she's going to be an absolutely amazing PvP hero. I think if you have multiple of them, it could be very, very, very strong. Interesting. Passives are good. The basic is interesting. I'm not sure how the basic is going to work out until we see her live on Thursday night. Because yes, we are going to build this hero. It's definitely a hero we're building for sure. But PvP, she does seem like she will be a very strong contender, especially that active, hitting all 6 heroes while scaling up, hitting those 6 heroes. That just seems absolutely crazy. The basic is decent for PvP still, and then her natural selection is just really, really strong. Built-in all damage reduce. So it says attackers all damage. I would assume that means all damage reduce, similar to what Unimax has, but we'll have to see. Natural selection seems very, very strong as well. So PvP, I think she's going to be top tier. Sealand, I think she can be good. I don't think she's going to be like a solo hero that can carry you through for Sealand. But I think she could even be used as like a lower tier hero to help support your Sealand. We'll have to see though. I could be completely wrong on that one. As far as Tower of Oblivion goes, I feel like she's gonna be strong. Anything with CC and Tower of Oblivion, premium hero, or someone that just does percent HP damage, which she does, very similar to what Ada does, and Ada does amazing in Tower. That could be good so long as you build her for, you know, like an attack mode, something like that. Broken Spaces, probably not going to be a PvE hero. Broken Spaces and Flame Shrine, I just don't see her popping off like a lot of heroes do. The base attack percentages are not high enough to be of great quality. And plus, you can't really twine either of Broken Spaces or Flame Shrine, so the twine completely is useless. The poison, now the poison is interesting. It would be really interesting to see if that poison is stackable by something like Delacium. And if that's the case, I wonder if she could fit in a Delacium army. Especially if the poison counts as a poison that will give you a buff from the Snake Pet, which a lot of people are already moving towards the Snake Pet in PvE for their Delacium armies, because now Ithaqua's dots, the poison, counts as a poison. Ooh, could Flora fit into Delacium army? That will be interesting to see. Especially Toxic Vine could be really powerful as far as Broken Spaces goes, because there's only 2 targets and her basic hits 2 targets. And if she can keep stacking that target HP, wow, that could be crazy, crazy strong. You want to build her like straight up attack, as much attack as possible, so you get the highest cap on that percent HP of the target. That is really interesting. Actually, I want to test this as soon as possible, so that's really good. The last place to talk about would be Aspen Dungeon. There we go. Sorry guys, early morning here. Aspen Dungeon. So potential. I think she has a lot of potential here. I don't think I'm gonna dive too deep into Aspen Dungeon, but being able to hit 2 targets with the basic is really strong for Aspen Dungeon. Her active, bouncing around, the active would be best on quad waves. Against solo waves, it wouldn't be that strong, like at all. Be interesting. She can't go against Amun Ra waves because she has a huge heal. I don't know. We'll have to see. Really, really cool hero. So let me know what you guys think. We got that early spoiler information. If you are new to the channel, seeing all this new news, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you head out of here. We got tons of giveaways. We'll have them, all the giveaway announcements, tomorrow morning in the normal news video. So let me know what you guys think about Flora, and I'll see you guys next time.